got the pink book. I've even got the pink t-shirt. It can only mean one thing. Welcome to the West Ham Transfer Rumours Show. Now, I know what you're thinking. No, trust me, I do. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Gio, mate, come on. Way too early for this. It's 21st of February. It's literally 3 weeks since the window shut. It's miles away until the summer transfer window. That is correct. But two reasons. A, there is transfer rumours. And B, hypothetically. Now, I'd like to place a little bit of emphasis on hypothetically. If the transfer rumours we've seen in the media were to be true, now you can understand why I would like to place emphasis on hypothetically, then transfer rumours would exist all year round and not just in the lead up and during the transfer window, right? Wouldn't it? Because you'd imagine that most clubs, most well organised clubs, so exclude West Ham United from this, most well organised clubs in terms of the transfer window that's upcoming, they're doing the work now. They're doing the scouting. They made their shortlist. They've identified who they would like to look into a little bit more. So when the window does open, they can make the move for the players they've already done months and months of research into. They've worked out who they want. So with that in mind, if the journalists that do create these rumours have legit sources and stuff, which they should do, otherwise you probably shouldn't really be doing the stories, then they'd have the rumours all year round. No? Anyway, coming up in this video, we've got a lot of nonsense, and on top of that, we've also got some transfer rumours that are nonsense as well. But the reason for it, I'm just fed up being grumpy. I've been a bit grumpy about the results of the last couple of weeks, so let's just distract ourselves, distract me, and have a look at this. Because David Moyes at the weekend was speaking about the upcoming summer transfer window. He's basically already saying he's looking forward to it. It's a big important one for West Ham. He wants to add that other layer to the foundation that he's already got. So he's basically flirting with us, telling us that it's a big important window for West Ham. And when you look at the squad we've got, when you look at the players that are contract, we've got a couple of loan players as well. It is an important transfer window for West Ham. We need to get the business done early, and we have to be identifying players now. The difference between this one and last summer's transfer window is we've actually got a bit more of a scouting department now, don't we? We've had Rob Newman. Now obviously January's come and went with nothing happening, but I've often felt, even when Rob Newman joined, those longer term subscribers to the channel know that I've always felt we won't see the fruits of Rob Newman's labour until the summer at the earliest. I never really felt that January was going to be something we're going to see Newman flexing his muscles in, if you like. But the summer, I'm expecting a Rob Newman transfer window. So I'm looking forward to it. Hesitantly, cautiously, but I'm looking forward to it to some extent. But anyway, let's take a look at the transfer rumours. So the first one we've got is Lewis O'Brien, who plays for Huddersfield Town, centre midfielder / defensive midfielder, 23 years old now. Huddersfield are having a great season in the Championship. I'm going to be honest with you, heard of this guy plenty, never watched Huddersfield. I watched like half a game once because Mipo Debeko was featuring in it, but it just doesn't have the sex appeal. I'm a bit of a snob when it comes to some of the lower league football. If Derby County's on, I'll watch it. I've just found myself rooting for Derby. But if Huddersfield were playing, say, West Brom, if I've got nothing better on, I will watch it. But at the same time, you know, we've got Trigger Point on ITV at the minute. We've got Peaky Blinders starting on Sunday. We've got Jack Reacher on Amazon Prime. I'm indulging in my TV series instead, so it's a bit snobbery for myself. But anyway, he was sort of being tipped to be Declan Rice's replacement. Now that's not going to be true, is it? I'd be very, very disappointed if we went for somebody like that to be Declan Rice's replacement. And that's no disrespect to Lewis O'Brien. He should be Mark Noble's replacement, Alexis Crowell replacement. I've no problem with that. A squad role perhaps. But in terms of coming in to replace our big ticket player, our best player, I'm not having that. But like I said, certainly one I've heard of. It produces good numbers for Huddersfield as well. And I'm not adverse to signing somebody from the Championship, but around about 12 to 13 million we're being linked to. Now, moving on to the big one, the 40 million one, and it's another stupid one. We had Calvin Phillips, we had Rafinha, we've now got Youri Tielemans. That's right, we're being linked to Leicester City's Youri Tielemans. I told you there's a load of nonsense coming up in this video. You don't believe it? Good. I don't believe it. We probably shouldn't believe it at all. He's currently refusing to sign a new deal at Leicester City. Brendan Rodgers seems a little bit defeated to keep him at the King Power. He's got a year and a bit to go. We always say 18 months. When do we turn it from... Do you know when we talk about a player's contract running out? If I was to say to you how long Frederick's got in his contract, you'd say 6 months. He doesn't really have 6 months, does he? He's got 4 and a bit. So Youri Tielemans has got 16 and a bit months left on his contract. So it expires summer 2023. He's expected to go somewhere in the summer, but he won't be coming to West Ham. He might go to somewhere like Man United. He might go to somewhere like Bayern Munich. He'll go to a club playing Champions League football. Sensational footballer. He's not been quite as good as he should be this season, but I think he's an absolutely fantastic player. I really, really do. Not world class, but in that next level of centre midfielders, elite players is what I call them. Youri Tielemans goes in there to West Ham. It's just not happening. We don't have him at West Ham. 100%. Do you believe it? 100% no. Anyway, this video is sponsored by the One Football app. The link is in the description and the pinned comments. Hey, had some good news today. The deal with One Football was up at the end of February. We had a little chat today, and they've extended to the end of April. So a massive thank you to everybody that's downloaded the One Football app. They wouldn't extend it if people weren't downloading the app. So a massive thank you to anybody. You haven't already, you can do. Get involved. It's the best football app for the football fan. This is where I've got most of the rumours for today's one. I flicked through the One Football app and caught up with all the latest transfer rumours. Keep up to date with everything going on at your club, as well as any tournaments or competitions you're interested in. So for myself, I've got West Ham, I've got the Scotland national team, and I occasionally take a little look and see what's going in and around the Premier League for all the big news. The best thing is, it's completely free. It takes like 30 seconds to download. There's no signing in, doesn't ask for your email address or anything like that. Get it downloaded to your phone, links in the description, pinned comments, and once again, a massive thank you to One Football for their support, but also a massive thank you to you guys for downloading One Football so they continue to support the channel. Now, we've had the rubbish from Youri Tielemans. Let's talk about Declan Rice then. I don't like talking about him in a weird way, but he's popped up a couple of times in the last couple of weeks. One to Real Madrid, because of Carlo Ancelotti. Ancelotti's a big fan of Declan Rice, and I think he just basically... Ancelotti wants to be made aware if Declan is going to be on the move this summer. So if a club comes in and bids for him, Real Madrid may bid for him as well. I don't believe it. For the financial reasons going on in La Liga at the minute, we know Real Madrid's main transfer target this summer. Everybody knows it's Mbappe. Could they get him and Declan Rice? I can't see it. I don't see it at all. But also, I don't actually... This is just a prediction, and it's my own opinion. I'm not even sure Declan Rice sees himself moving away from England. When I've heard him in interviews in the past and he's speaking about winning trophies, while he says he wants to win trophies, he also sometimes says he wants to win the Premier League. He refers to the league specific. Now, of course, he could just be meaning he wants to win the title for that team he's playing for, but I don't think it is that. I think it is an aspiration to win the actual Premier League with somebody as well. So I'm not too sure about the move to Real Madrid. I don't read too much into it. I think there's just a manager there that admires Declan Rice, understandably so, and that's about it really. But Man United keep on popping up. In fact, if anything, the Chelsea links to Declan Rice has started to quieten down a little bit, with them believed to be looking elsewhere. But the Man United links to Declan Rice certainly are not going away. They are heating up, if anything. Man United are believed to 100% be going after a centre midfielder and a striker this summer. Obviously, with Pogba contract situation, it looks like he's going to be leaving. Could also go to Real Madrid. And this is where part of the reason I don't believe the Declan Rice thing, with the greatest of respect, but because Real Madrid at the minute could get Pogba possibly for free, or spend 100 million on Declan Rice. They're going to go get Pogba, aren't they? He's a bigger brand as well. And to be honest with you, I don't want Declan Rice to go to Real Madrid. Their fans are they demand a lot. You know, you misplace a pass, they hate you for about a week. That's maybe a bit harsh, but that's the impression you get. You know, when they announced Hazard, all the fans turned up and started chanting about Neymar. Real Madrid for you, I guess, spoilt. But Man United being linked to Declan Rice, no surprise. I think if Declan was to leave this summer, and it's an if at the moment, our results on the pitch probably don't help that, and it makes if a little bit more likely. But if he does go, I think it's a 50-50 for me. I think it's Chelsea and Man United. I struggle to see him elsewhere, to be honest with you. I think it's 50. I'm at the minute, I'm 50-50, maybe 55-45 in favour of him going to Man United. Not what I want to see, what I predict would happen. But they're the only two clubs I can really see having genuine strong interest in getting Declan Rice this summer. So he's been linked to Man United as their main transfer target in this summer as well. Now, a player I've never heard of, Dragowski, it said we've been linked to him in January. Maybe we did, but I probably glossed over it because I've never heard of him. Fiorentina keeper, 24-year-old Polish goalkeeper. Contract runs out in 2023. So what's that? What did we say that was? 16 and a bit months he's got left. 16 and a bit months he's got left on his Fiorentina deal. Tipped at around about 10 million or just under 10 million, and the rumours are suggesting that West Ham don't pursue Areola. Dragowski is somebody we could pursue. Now, one thing we can't rule out is, in a weird way, David Moyes listening to his players' opinions on other players. Now, there's only one example I can give you, of course, which is Thomas Souček's opinion on Vladimir Coufal. We got Souček through data, and then when we needed a right back because there was an injury to Ryan Fredericks, we know that Coufal was recommended to West Ham United by Thomas Souček. Now, obviously, I'd imagine they would have went, okay, let's have a look at Vladimir Coufal. I doubt they went, yeah, right, Thomas, mate, we'll just go buy him. They would have then done their research. So, if Fabianski, for example, had said to David Moyes or whatever, there's a goalkeeper, a Polish goalkeeper who could be my successor at West Ham, only 24 years of age, I wouldn't be surprised West Ham went, alright, cheers Lucas, we will go and have a look now. Maybe. I'm putting two and two together and maybe coming up with 6 here. Probably coming up with 10. But it's hypothetical, isn't it? But we're being linked to Dragowski, the Fiorentina goalkeeper, as well. We're also being linked to Fabio Carvalho. Not sure believe it. Was on the verges of joining Liverpool. They just ran out of time, really, I think, in the January transfer window. He's only got a bit left. He's only got 4 and a bit months left on his contract. His contract still expires this summer. Looks like he'll be departing Fulham. Then some club, whoever he goes to in England's then going to have to negotiate compensation with Fulham as well. But will it be West Ham? I hope so. I would still love to have him here. In a weird way, if Fulham come up, I think while obviously we'd be keen to get him to West Ham and see him at West Ham, I think I'd be keen to sign him and give him back to Fulham next season if possible. Do I think he could cut it in the Premier League next season? Probably. But I think we've got a lot of options in that area of the pitch, actually, and he'd almost be guaranteed to get a game at Fulham. Would they be keen to play him if he's not their player? I don't know, but they're, survival. They're playing for survival if they get promoted. They can't not have their best player in the team. So we'll wait and see with that one in terms of Fabio Carvalho. But I'd imagine Liverpool will make a move again. But since they've signed Luis Diaz, it does pose the question, will they though? Will they go back in for Fabio Carvalho? I guess the good thing is, if they do, is it'll lessen their interest in Jared Bowen, because then they'd have enough players, they'd have sufficient players, wouldn't they? Wouldn't necessarily need Jared. We linked to Red Bull Salzburg's right back, Rasmus Christensen, the Danish right back. 24 years old, around about 11 million. Can't say I've ever heard of him or seen him play, I don't think so. I might have seen him play for Denmark, but I'm pretty sure they've got about 4 Christensens, so I've seen Christensen's play. Which ones? I'm not too sure. But let's take the rumour, the right back. I'm going to dismiss it just because it's a right back. I don't think we need one. If there's any position in the team at West Ham I don't believe we will go in for, it is a right back. Even with Fredericks leaving. So Coufal's staying, regardless of his form, he's staying. We're not going to be getting rid of him. We've also then got Ben Johnson. If we could get his contract sorted, that would be ideal. But we've got Ben Johnson. But we've also got Hassan Ashby, and we can't ignore that. While we've not seen him much this season, the manager has said that he's close to Premier League level. He's close to being ready to play in the Premier League. So why would we then go sign a right back? We wouldn't. If we need another right back, we would promote Harrison Ashby into the squad. That's what I would expect. Save the money. Why? I just don't believe any right back that we get linked to in the summer, unless Coufal leaves or Johnson leaves. I don't believe it. I do not believe it whatsoever. So sorry, Rasmus Christensen. I'm dismissing that one. Then it comes on to the last one, which is Rafinha. Again, yes, Rafinha. Now, we all had a little laugh at it in January, didn't we? Even Calvin Phillips had a laugh at it. Rafinha had done well when he was playing for Brazil. Do you know when Antonio was away with Jamaica at the end of the January transfer window? Rafinha was away with Brazil, did quite well, and Calvin Phillips posted on his Instagram and said 50 million, they said, with laughing emojis or something. And that just shows what they thought of the bid from West Ham for themselves. What Calvin Phillips and Rafinha thought of the rumours themselves. It's mocking West Ham. But anyway, the reason I'm bringing back up, not so much of being linked to him again, but he's still not signed a new contract at Leeds United. He's also got 16 months and a bit to go on his contract. So could he be on his way out of Leeds United in the summer? It's possible, I guess. I still don't see it. I still I still struggle. I know people say, but then you can move Bowen to the left, or put Rafinha on the left, or put one of them up front. But why? I don't understand why you would do that. Why would you buy a player and just put him in a different position that he's not really used to? I don't like that idea. I like, in the summer, I like us to go get a striker to play striker, go get a left winger to play left winger. Do you know what I mean? Can we just get square pegs for square holes in the summer, please? So Rafinha, excellent player, although saying that, yes, he got his goal against Man United, but a couple of games previous he was a bit crap, weren't he? He's been a bit rubbish for Leeds United in the last month or so. But anyway, there you have it. Pink book closed. That's the transfer rumours done for today. Just wanted to do something a little bit different, but it also ties in to a video I've got coming out hopefully on Wednesday, possibly Thursday. Wolves play Thursday. Usually we do the preview Thursday night, because Wolves are playing, we can't. We're going to have to do that Friday. So maybe Thursday night I'll have a video up which sort of ties in with the summer transfer strategy as well. Basically, I need Charlie to edit it again. Do you know the Euro video I did last week? If you haven't, it'll be on your screen in a couple of minutes, where I take a look at the probability of West Ham qualifying for European football. I looked at points per game, I looked at the same fixtures last season in terms of what we would need to do. Then I did supercomputer, where I just did my own predictions. Unfortunately, prediction number 1 was West Ham 1, Newcastle 1. It was bang on. So as it stands, supercomputer's winning. I don't like it. They also predict West Ham 0, Wolves 1. I don't like that supercomputer. Anyway, it'll be on your screen in just a minute. But the reason I'm bringing it up is because I've sent this video for Thursday to Charlie to edit. And hopefully it'll come out something a bit different, something a bit more fun. Anyway, if you enjoyed the Transfer Rumours show, drop a like on it, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I shall catch you tomorrow.